Good night. Well, this is Ivan the Mirror. You guys are my show I made today. What are you eating? I'm eating shawarma, but one of my shawarmas is all fucked up. All the stuff is falling out and all that stuff right now. Did you go swimming, Ivan? Yeah, I did. Just came back. I'm swimming. Ivan, show us more of Xanus. No, guys. Xanus is 0, no more. I showed you guys more than enough. I almost spoiled Sophie, man. Yeah. Go wash my hands off. Yeah. I found work to do in the house tomorrow. I offered to clean the walls for some money tomorrow. I need the money. Just in case my check doesn't come in, I'm gonna clean the walls for money tomorrow. You work hard? Yeah, I work really hard. Because my stepmother's cheap, she pays me shitty money for it, but when I need the money, I'm desperate. Cleaning the walls for like, I don't know, 20 bucks tomorrow. If my check doesn't come in. If my check comes in tomorrow, I'll still clean the house. I might as well. I make more money for myself, so. It'll take me like 2 hours, 2.5 hours to do all that, man. It's a lot of work. But I don't mind making extra. I need that 20 bucks. Yeah. Yeah. This one's breaking up too. Man, this pita bread is horrible. It's like breaking up everywhere, man. Why haven't Joe Xanus? No, guys. I don't want to spoil Sophie, man. You'll see maybe in my book. You'll see what I mean when you read it, guys. Yeah, I can say this is more interesting than there indeed. Yes, it is. It's epic fantasy. Come on, man. Yeah. Ivan, is a romance in your book good? It's okay. It's not the greatest, though. Romance is not my main focus of Xanus. It's a subplot. The romance in Xanus is very cliche. like Lord of the Rings. Like Aragorn sees Arwen and he falls in love with her at first sight. You kind of have that similar thing with Xanus. Xanus, the romance is a bit more rushed. It's not really developed as well. All fantasy books. If you guys are not a fan of rush fantasy, then don't read fantasy books, because every fantasy book that you read, when there's a subplot of romance, it's very rushed. It's like love at first sight romance. You guys shouldn't say, yeah, we should just say, yeah. You have that with Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings with Arwen and Arwen. Arwen meets Aragorn for like 1 second, and all of a sudden she's in love with him, yeah. You get a serious example there with Xanus, obviously. Except my romance in Xanus, I'd say, is a bit better than J.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. J.R. Tolkien was not the greatest in romance, right? The romance in Lord of the Rings is not like good, obviously. It's not that good. Yeah. Yeah, the romance of Lord of the Rings is not that good, guys. Is the romance in your book good? It's not bad, but it's not the greatest romance, obviously. I'm giving you a heads up. One of my flaws in my book is the romance. The romance in my book is not the greatest, because I don't really develop the romance that much in my book. It's kind of like love at first sight kind of thing, as you guys read with Tactius. As soon as he sees Lithia, he's already like drawn to her. It's more rushed in my book, because that's not my main focus. My main focus is developing the main plot. The romance is a subplot, it's a side plot, obviously. I develop it a little bit, but I mean, like my book, you have the thing where as soon as Tactius meets Lithia, he's already like obsessed with her. He likes her. Lithia likes him too, and that leads into the dungeon scene. Father, what's wrong? She already likes him and everything, because that's how you write romance for fantasy, right? Love at first sight. That's how it is, right? That's how it works, right? You guys are not a fan of rushed romance for my fantasy book. Don't read fantasy books. As every fantasy book, you have something like that, pretty much, right? You have the love at first sight thing. They meet for like, I don't know, 20 minutes, and the chick already is like in love with him. That's how it works, right? Or like likes him, right? That's how it's like in the fantasy world. Whereas nowadays it's not like that. You gotta build it up. Like for Very Unique, it will not be like that. I'm gonna build it up because it's modern days. But for fantasy, because our main focus was not developing the romance plot, it's the main story. I didn't really develop the romance as well as you guys would like, but it's still not bad. The romance in my book is not bad. That's another flaw in my book. The romance is not the greatest, obviously. I don't develop the romance that much in my book, obviously. It's a little bit developed, but not that much. It's not my main focus of the story, guys. That's why for Xanus, you will catch a little bit of a flaw with the romance too. I'm giving you a heads up. It's not the greatest developed romance, obviously, in my book, obviously. No, I can say, yeah. 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 Oh, Ivan, show us more of Xanus. No, guys, I don't want to show you more of Xanus. I want to spoil the story for you, man. I like Xanus more than Unique. I mean, yeah, Xanus is the better book than Unique, but Unique is interesting too, obviously. But Xanus is better. Xanus is my main brand, man. That's like number one for me. Their Unique is more like of an afterthought. Like I will make the movie, but like I'm way more hyped for Xanus than I am fucking Their Unique. Obviously, a romance or Unique story, right? That's my point, right? Yeah. Oh, I can't wait to read your book. Oh yeah, you're looking at a ride of a lifetime. The greatest fast novel written, man. As you guys read, right? Were you guys hooked and everything I showed you? Yeah, I mean, yeah, the whole thing is like that, man. You're just hooked turning the page for hours. And the characters are jumping out left and right on the page and you're hooked. You can binge my book in 8 hours, man. 9, 10 hours. I'm not lying, guys. Xanus is money. You just binge the whole thing and you're blown away by the story and the entertainment. It's money. I don't believe your hobo's anything like that. Well, everything I showed you guys. Were you guys hooked? Even my scenes that are not as big, my less entertaining scenes are still entertaining enough to keep you hooked. The scene I showed you when Tactius asks about the wild wolves and everyone leaves the brewery. I'm gonna leave this place should you mention those wolves. Oh, the sight of them. Yeah, that's not even one of my big scenes at all in my book, man. You guys are still hooked? Yeah, man. And the end of the prologue is not one of my big scenes at all. He also spoke of wonders. That was sick. I was saying, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Willed by whom? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm saying, and Queen Sarah was like, yes. He also spoke of wonders. Your book is sick. I know my book is sick. I'm saying. Cassius walks in. He also spoke of wonders. That no generation is as lucky as this one. So, yeah. Your book is sick. I know. When you write there, you tomorrow, yeah, I will. I'll write it. I'm not 100% sure I'm gonna write the whole book. I'll know I'm gonna write the whole book if I keep writing 2 pages every day and I'm dedicated and I'm motivated and I'm like once I hit chapter 3, chapter 4, okay, I'm like okay, I've been writing every day. I'm on chapter 3, chapter 4. I might as well finish the reading too. But Xanus is my main focus too. But right now I can take a hold off Xanus, obviously, and just focus on getting there and over with, finishing that, get that hassle over with. Now that I can just go over the final 2 chapters of volume volume 3, and I might have to go over volume 1 and polish up a few things here and there, few changes of tweaks here and there, and that's it. I'm done. Xanus, I'm already completed the book a long time ago. I just have to go over it for the dialogue, right? Uh, He also spoke of wonders. I said, your book is sick. I know my book is sick. I'm saying, your book is sick, man. I know, John, your book is sick. I can't wait to be part of that story, Ivan. Your story looks like a masterpiece. Oh, yeah, John, it's a masterpiece, man. It's better than Lord of the Rings, guys. Yeah. And I promise, John, my book, my movie will be better than your Star Wars sequels. And you don't have to worry about me pushing your characters to the side because Tacitonius is a major supporting character in the story. Because I'm going to give John Maega and Jumon and Su their time to shine in the war. They're fighting Bull the Pit Watcher, the demon. I showed you guys the pictures. Yeah, demons like that. They're going to be fighting. John Maega will be fighting Bull the Pit Watcher. Jumon and Su will be fighting Raul the General in the war. So even though the main attention is on me fighting Erita, they're also going to get their time to shine in the war. They get to fight those powerful wolf characters, man. Like Bull the Pit Watcher and Morale the General. You're looking at an epic battle with those two guys, with the four characters, right? The Bull actor, the Morale actor, and John Maega and Jimon Su. But the main focus will be on me, but you're also going to get that big scene with them. Yeah. I'm going to tell Peter, man, make sure you give John Maega and Jimon Su their time to shine for the movie. Yeah, we will. Even though the main focus is on me with Erita, you got to give them their time to shine. Have a badass one-on-one battle with them. Like, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I don't pay you guys millions for nothing. You got to give them some scenes, obviously, some big scenes. Whereas all the other actors for Xanus, Hollywood actors, Xanus, they're just going to fight the random wolves, right? Whereas John Maega and Jimon Su get to fight like the powerful wolves. As Bo's not as powerful as Morale, but Bo's very powerful. Morale's very powerful. Look at an epic one-on-one battle with those guys. Yeah. For the movie, right? What about VJ? Nah, VJ will not be fighting in there. The women don't fight in the book, man. The women are behind the walls during the war, right? Yeah, they don't fight. The women don't fight in the movie. But Peter might want to make that change. Like, Peter, man, I don't want you making that change for the movie. I don't want you making that change for the movie, Peter. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Or Mel, if I choose Mel, right? He's like, man, this is going to be better than my Lord of the Rings. I know, Peter, it'll be better than Lord of the Rings. Peter, what you read so far, and listen, what you read so far, are you impressed? Yeah, I'm impressed, but that's more entertaining than Lord of the Rings. Yes, guys, I wasn't lying. I said, this is a better book than Lord of the Rings. But there will be some fans who probably still think Lord of the Rings is better, because Lord of the Rings has richer worlding, much richer worlding than my book, and the richness of the speech of the elves is beautifully written. It's beautifully written. You know what I'm saying? Lord of the Rings is even more beautifully written than my book. The only problem with Lord of the Rings is it feels more dry. My book feels more fresh, obviously. But there are some fans who will say, no, Ivan, your book's more beautifully written because the characters jump on the page, and the way your story flows is just so entertaining and fresh. And I get this magical feeling when I read your book. Yeah, you do. You get the magical feeling. Xanus is a book you can read while ordering takeout, man. Like, you purchase the $22 on your ebook and you read on your laptop and you're reading the book. Holy shit! You read the prologue. Holy shit! This is entertaining shit. The prologue is my weakest chapter, and you read on Tactius, you're hooked. And 22 years later is when it starts to pick up. But Volume 1 is just when I'm building everything up. I'm building up all the hype for Volume 1. Some stuff happened in Volume 1, as you guys read. But Volume 1 is a build-up chapter. In Volume 2 is when you get the crazy drama, and in Volume 3 is when all hell breaks loose. Obviously, for Tactius and the other characters too. It's an entertaining ride of a lifetime, man. It's a ride, man. An entertaining ride of a lifetime. When you read it, man, as you guys read, right? Yeah, it's entertaining shit. Yeah, it is. Xanus is money, man. Their Unique is also money too, but Their Unique I did not finish it yet, so I'm crossing my fingers. I hope Their Unique is also entertaining too if I write it. But we'll see what happens, obviously, right? We'll see what happens, obviously. Yeah. All you fans are like, yeah, I read Their Unique, I read Xanus. Their Unique is amazing, but it's not Xanus. Yeah, Their Unique is amazing. It's beautifully written too, but it's not Xanus, right? It's epic romance. Epic romance is cool, but it's not epic fantasy, right? Epic fantasy is better than epic romance. That's why Xanus will be the more popular IP. Their Unique will be very popular too if I write it, but Xanus will beat it out. It'll be more popular. It's epic fantasy, right? Yeah. Xanus is not a niche fantasy story. No. It's a commercial epic fantasy story. Xanus is more plot driven than character driven when you read the book. It's clearly more plot driven, but I developed the characters well too. Tactius has an amazing character arc. When you read the book, it's very clear that the story, Xanus is more plot driven than it is character driven. It's pretty balanced with character arcs, but it's more plot driven than it is character driven Xanus when you read it, obviously. So I'm saying, just like Game of Thrones is more plot driven too than character driven because George R. R. Martin has so many characters. It's character driven pretty well, but it's obviously more plot driven based off what I've seen from the shows. Like, Game of Thrones was not a niche market show. No, it was a huge fucking popular fantasy show, man. Arguably the most popular series in history, man. Game of Thrones was very, very popular. And all you fans don't know about, Game of Thrones was a phenomenon. Yeah, Game of Thrones was a phenomenon, man. It was very, very popular. Arguably the most popular show ever made in history, right? Millions of millions of viewers are tuning into Game of Thrones. Yeah. I saw the first 2 seasons. Game of Thrones is an amazing show, man. Amazing show. It's not Xanus. Xanus is better than that, though. Better than that. Better story than Game of Thrones, right? Yeah. What will Xanus be like when you adapt it? The best example I can give you is Lord of the Rings. Xanus will be like Lord of the Rings, pretty much, except take away the language of the elves. And Lord of the Rings might have a little bit more richer dialogue and speech than my movie. But my movie is the better story, the darker, deeper, better story. And Tactius has a much better character arc than even Frodo and Aragorn. And Frodo was like the main character of the story. Yeah, Tactius has a much better character arc than Frodo when you read the book, obviously. Better character arc than Frodo. In Lord of the Rings. Yeah. Zara? That's why when Peter Jackson directs the movie, if I choose him, honestly, once he reads my book, he's like, yeah, Ivan, man, like, yeah, Ivan, Volume 3 is when it gets dark, man. Yeah, Ivan, holy shit, man. This is gonna be a masterpiece, Ivan. Yeah, this is gonna be better than My Lord of the Rings, Ivan. Over here. Oh, Ivan, seriously, man, this is gonna be better than My Lord of the Rings. I don't think it's very Lord of the Rings. And you're also giving me this budget, man? Yeah, Ivan, man. We can do whatever we want to do for the movie, Ivan. It's unlimited, Ivan. Like, you're looking at the greatest war ever, like, in history, man, with this kind of budget, Ivan. I know, Peter. And you're looking at devils and demons. I showed you guys Black Phone. The picture of Black Phone. You're looking at devils, man. Remember the Black Phone picture I showed you? Yeah, and I showed you that air attack clip, obviously on YouTube, and I showed you the devil being an Annabelle. Looking at demons of that, except scary than that, man. Like, yeah, man, you're looking at devils and demons, man. That's why Xanus will have crazy by buzz. The book will have crazy buzz, and the movie will have even crazier buzz, because I am acting as Prince Tacius, and VJ is Lithia, obviously. Looking at a crazy white buzz for Xanus, man, when I release it. On 4K Blu-ray on Amazon, right? Because my company will not be straight to theaters, it's 4K Blu-ray. Which is smarter anyways, I make more money, yeah. He's like, yeah, even 4K Blu-ray would make way more money than theaters. Yeah, theaters I'll only be pricing my tickets for $17. Me and VJ might be lucky to make $13 billion off that. $15 billion off the movie. $16 billion off the theater tickets. Whereas 4K Blu-ray I'm making way more, like 30, 35 billion off the 4K Blu-ray movie. Because it's more expensive, so me and VJ make more money, right? So it's a better investment, obviously. We signed that mega 9-10 deal with Amazon. Jeff Bezos' Amazon company, right? Yeah. The deal's 90-10. Me and VJ get 90, you guys get your 10%. That's the deal. Why? What about 15? No, you get 10, we get 90. That's the deal. Obviously, for the merchandise and for the movie, that's the deal. And then for Microsoft and Sony, me and VJ get 95% of the game profits, and you guys get your 5%. That's the deal. Yeah. Why are you signing with Sony and Microsoft? Because Sony and Microsoft, they own Xbox and PlayStation. So for you to put their game in their system, you have to sign a deal with in their console system. You have to sign a deal with them, obviously, with Microsoft and Sony. That's how it works, right? Yeah, they might want 10. I'm like, no, man. For the game, you guys get 5%. You're still gonna make your billions off this, and me and VJ get 95% of the game sales. Because the game might be number one, guys, right? It might even beat up my movie and my merch. The game might be the most popular, man. Games are more the gaming industry is even bigger than the film industry, man. It's huge. I don't think the game will beat the movie. I think the movie will be number one, and then second the game, and then third will be the merch. Obviously, the merch will be the least popular because it's just merch. But a lot of fans around the world will be buying my merch too, man. Looking at a lot of like beautiful, Nerd of the Rings. You know how he has his box collection of all these merch, like the Gollum art mask, the Hobbit hole. You know what I'm saying? He has all the weapons and he has all that beautiful merch. Yeah, I'm gonna be selling a bunch of merch like that, man. For my Xanus Brand, man. Yeah, the merch will be very, very popular, but the merch is expensive though. That's the thing though. It's very expensive. It's gonna be expensive, obviously. Can the average person afford your merch, Ivan? Yes, they can, but they have to buy it paycheck to paycheck. They can't just buy a bunch of merch at one time. They don't have that kind of money. The rich can easily afford it, but the average person can afford some of my merch, but they have to pay for it paycheck to paycheck, obviously. But it's expensive, obviously, right? Okay, I want to get the six frame posters and the 5 of them on the Joe Pipe for maybe $380. They can use their Visa on that, and then they wait maybe a month and a half when they have a bit more money, and they can buy maybe a $100 costume outfit. You know what I'm saying? And they wait a couple more months, they buy a nice $400 hot toy. You know what I'm saying? It's pricey, but they can afford it, but it's a big con of their budget. And a lot of people have savings too. I recommend, guys, don't blow all your savings on my merch, right? Be smart with your money if you're an average person. If you're rich, that's a different story. If you're an average person, don't be stupid and blow all your savings on my merch. I don't want you to be stupid with your money, Sarah. Because I'm special, there might be some fans who do blow a lot of their savings on my merch, which is stupid, man. Don't do that, guys. Seriously, I really mean when I say that, Sarah. Yeah. Will you have an all bundle deal for your merch? Yes, I will. I can do a thing when you get like every single one of my merch for like $17,000. You pay like $18,000 for the entire merch. But that deal is for the rich people. The people who make a couple hundred grand, like they're 200 plus thousand a year, to their 500, 800, and they make their millions or their billions. Those guys can easily afford to pay 17, 18 grand for the entire merch sent to their house. Like the Hollywood celebrities can easily afford to pay $17,000, $18,000 for the entire merch because they're multi-millionaires. They can afford it. Well, the average person can't afford that. You can't be. Don't be sued with your money, guys. Right? That's for the rich, guys. It's not for the average person. Yeah. I'm like, all right, that's smart. You can do a whole bundle deal for like 18 grand. Yeah, 18 grand for the. Why don't you charge them like $20,000? My guys, man, stop being greedy, man. Like 18 grand is already steep enough. Ivan, this is nothing to Hollywood celebrities. I know it's nothing to Hollywood celebrities, but I don't want to rip the fans off. No, like sell the whole. How much does it cost for all that? Oh, Ivan, it costs us for all that maybe like $5,000, Ivan, in costs. Yeah, sell for $18,000. That's good profit. That's enough, guys. I'm not gonna rip the fans off and charge them like $25,000. No, obviously, but it's nothing to the rich. Like 18 grand to a Hollywood celebrity is nothing, man. That's pocket change. Those guys that have millions in the bank, man. That's nothing, obviously. But the average person can't afford that. They have to get it like paycheck to paycheck. You guys understand? Huh? And they have to take out some of their savings to get some of my stuff, my merch, obviously. That's my point. Yeah. You guys understand? Huh? Looking at beautiful merch, man, for Xanus. Beautiful merch, man. Yeah. And all the Hollywood actors and the Lord of the Rings Hobbit crewmen get sent all the free merch. And me and BJ get the free merch too. You have to tell Amazon that though. Yeah, for all the Lord of the Rings Hobbit crewmen and the cast of my 17, and me and BJ and Peter Jackson get Toro, they get sent all the free merch. Okay, Ivan, and me and BJ will pay for it through the business budget. It'll cost me and BJ a few $1,000,000, maybe $1.5 million in cost for everyone to get their free merch. I don't know. No, it costs millions for 18,000 times 1,500 is what? That's millions of dollars, man. We can easily afford it though. 18,000 times 1,500 people. That's $2.7 million. Yeah, it's easy. Me and VJ can easily afford it. Pay for it through the budget, obviously. Yeah. And for that, for paying for everyone getting the free merch, Amazon, that the $2.7 million goes to you guys. Me and VJ are not taking our 10% of that because we're paying for everyone. Okay, Ivan. That's the only thing whereby we don't take a dime of the money. But for the sales, like we get 90, you guys get 10. But I'll take $2.7 million out of me and VJ's business budget, our $3 million budget, and we pay for entire cast and crew and the actors getting their free merch. And also the 4K Blu-ray movie too, right? So it cost me and VJ are going to maybe have $3 million in costs for everyone to get the free 4K Blu-ray movie and all the merch sent to the house. All the merch sent to the house. And they're getting spoiled, yeah. John May and all the Ivan, we get free merch. Yeah, man, the whole merch, Ivan. Yeah, you guys get the whole merch shipped to your house. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, one day the mail people come in, they ship all the merch to all these actors' house, the crewmen. You know what I'm saying? And they get like all the costumes and clothing and the weapons and the miniature stuff. I might even have a few mask stuff. The popcorn bucket. I might have a Xanus popcorn bucket. All the posters. But for the posters, you guys have to choose which one you want to get though. Either paper or frame, but all of them are going to choose, yeah, we want the frame ones, Ivan. And they get all the frame posters, man. And yeah, they get spoiled with it. Yeah, man. All that merch sent to their house. In Hollywood, the actors get free merch too, I believe. For the movie, they get all the merch sent to their house too, I believe, in Hollywood too, right? Yeah, they get that perk too, obviously. So, Sarah? In Hollywood. Yeah. I can't wait to get this on 4K. I can't wait to get this on 4K. I can't wait to get this on 4K. Ryan Renando said, I can't wait to get this on 4K. I'm not by President Robert, I know. Ivan, seriously, man, what will be more popular, the Xanus movie or the book? The movie will be more popular than the book. Come on, man. Of course the movie will be more popular than the book. The book will be very popular, but not as popular as the movie, man. The movie, I'm bringing the world to life. That $3 billion budget movie, I'm bringing the world to life. I'm bringing all the demonic characters to life. If you think The Mask and Black Phone and that picture I showed you on YouTube and Devil Annabelle are scary, this is nothing, guys. You're looking at demons and devils. I'm putting $600 million towards the Vision Fest and Special Fest towards demonic beings, guys. And I'm putting $250 million towards the technology, towards a prosthetic mask. So they're going to be creating the most horrific mask ever, man. Because I'm going to tell John Ali, I want you to push the horror of Airtight to the limit. I want him to be the most scariest. Ivan, how scary? Make him as scary as you can possibly make him be. Push it to the limit, guys. Okay, Ivan. You want it to be that scary? Like where they the world feels for you guys? Yes, guys. Okay. And you're looking at devils. That's why Xanus will be a masterpiece, man. Look at that amazing movie. Because in the book, they call Eretat the devil wolf king of the south. They call them devils, man. Yeah, they're devils. They're devil beings, obviously. That's why Xanus is biblical level deep. As the demons in the Bible are obviously so horrific and so scary. In the movies, they PG-13 it, but supposedly in real life, the demons are what you see in Xanus, obviously. They're so scary and demonic, obviously, and yeah. That's why Xanus is biblical level deep, because you're looking at devils and demons, guys. But Xanus is not a Bible story where you can get biblical symbolism from Xanus. Like Tactus is from the northern heavenly kingdom, you know what I'm saying? And he comes to the south and he saves the Southerners from the devil wolf king of the south, and they get to live with him in his heavenly kingdom, obviously. But he's not able to save all of them, as a lot of them don't make it to the heavenly kingdom. Just like even though Jesus saved everyone who believes in him, not everyone makes it to heaven. You get some of those times I caught that, yeah. Obviously. And you have the land of Cyrus. Obviously, you have King Cyrus in Daniel's time. I call it the land of Cyrus. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. Ivan, is there Jesus symbolism with Tachys in the Bible? Yes, in Xanus, obviously. Yes, there is. You'll see what I'm moving on to. There is a little bit of biblical Jesus symbolism for Tachys. But Xanus is not a Bible story. It's nothing like the Bible, but you can get some biblical symbolism from when you read it. In that scene when he's like, I am. Like, are you really the son from north, the son of royal blood? He's like, I am. When he said, I am, the crowd drew back, shocked. What the fuck is this man doing here? Like, this man is really the son of Tachys the First, the prince of Xanus from the heavenly kingdom. What the fuck is this guy doing here? What the fuck are his cousins doing here? They're also shocked by the general Tacitonius and Cassius too. Like, this man's a general of the Xan army? Yeah, they're shocked. Because they know they're of their own family. What the fuck are those guys doing here? Yeah, they can't believe it. Because Ivan, they can't believe it up here. And when they give Tachys praise, there's a demon face in the sky that's staring at Tachys. So I'm like, yeah, praise Ivan. You're looking at a master. This is where the rings are. I know, praise where the rings. It's where the rings, I said, yeah. This is where the rings are. I know, praise where the rings. I said, it's a masterpiece, yeah. Ivan, can I get a bit more of that box set? I'm like, no, Peter, I'm not paying you more. $850 million enough. Stop being greedy. Ivan, it's nothing, man. I'm like, Peter, I'm not going to give you $1 billion on my money, man. No, you get $850 million. That's enough. This is more than what you made for Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit. Stop being greedy, man. You only made $250 million for the Lord of the Rings, Peter. You're getting your $100 million for your base. You get your $850 million for the movie film profits, 4K movie film profits, and you get your $250 million for the game, your $200 million for the merch, and your $500K for the promos, obviously, the online catalog promos and the magazines. Oh, that's a good deal for me. Yeah, you get the perks too. And you get your speaking money, which I don't know was like a 5-6 million deal with speaking, Peter. Why can I get that's like $12 million? I'm like, no, Peter, you get an equal amount of the actors, you get your 5.56 million dollars in speaking. That's good enough for you. You don't make this Nollywood. This is good enough. Why that's enough money for me. I deserve more, Ivan. I'm like, Peter, I'm not paying you more for the world tour, man. You get an equal amount with the actors. Stop being greedy, man, you greedy pig. Yeah. I'm sorry. And I gave you an unlimited budget too, Peter. So are you happy? This is like every director's dream. Yeah, Ivan. Every director's dream is to sign a mega deal and have a mega budget, an unlimited 3 billion, mega $3 billion budget, $1 billion for each movie I'm giving you, Peter. That way you can do whatever you want to do for the movie. We can afford it. Yo, Ivan, thank you, man. Like your company blows out of the water. Skyscraper blows out of the water. I know. Lord of the Rings, they gave me a shit down of our budget. I know, Peter. And the movie was amazing. Yeah, Ivan. Yeah, you only made Lord of the Rings for $94 million, Peter. And the technology of Lord of the Rings is amazing for its time. Even today, when I watch Lord of the Rings, it looks amazing. It's a bit dated now, but even when I watch Lord of the Rings now, still looks amazing. But Return of the King, you do see a bit of the flaws in the CGI, but you watch Lord of the Rings, all you fans don't talk about, when you watch Lord of the Rings even today, obviously, it still looks amazing. And those movies are only made for $90 million. The Helm's Deep War was amazing. Only made for $90 million, the movie. Yeah, Pierre's like, yeah, we only put like $35 million towards visual effects, Ivan. And we got an amazing war for Helm's Deep. Yeah, for your war, you're looking at like something 3, 4, 5, something much better than that, Ivan. You're looking at amazing battle scenes. I know, Peter. I can't wait for this movie. All right, can I get it more of that? Box said, I'm like, no, Peter, you get your $850. I'm not paying more money, so I'm being greedy. I mean, I get more of that. I'm like, no, Mel, you get your $370 million for the film profits. I'm not paying more, Mel. Stop being greedy, Sarah. Watch out for the greedy directors, Ivan. Mel and Peter are greedy pigs. They want a bigger chunk of you and BJ's money, right? They're greedy. Their agents are greedy, obviously. Yeah. So tomorrow I'll be able to get stuff for myself again because I'm cleaning the walls. If I don't get my check, I'll be cleaning the walls, obviously, and I can get my stuff. If I do get my check, I can get my slices of pizza and like my I don't know my 6 beers and other stuff, and I can clean the house in the evening, and I can get my $20 for it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You work on that tomorrow? Yeah, I will. I'll work on it. I might work on it when I wake up tomorrow, or I'll work on it maybe later. Today I worked on the unique around like 1 o'clock. I might work on it in the morning. I'm a little bit tired. I might just wake up and I can work on it later, around maybe 12, 1 o'clock. I'll work on the unique. Maybe tomorrow I might write maybe 4 pages because my stepmother is arriving home at like 5, and I have to clean the walls. But I'll work on it tomorrow. I do want to write. Something tells me I should finish the book. Just get over with Ivan and finish it. That's why right now I'm putting Xanus on hold. I can finish their unique, and then once I finish their unique, now I could tweak volume 3 a little bit, and volume 1 and 2 like a few things here and there, and I'm done Xanus. And hopefully I get my warfare check and I can save my money, and I'll get Xanus proofread and their unique proofread, obviously, and design my cover too for the book, obviously. Almost on it, guys. Yeah. Well, I haven't show us more. No, guys, zero. I'm not showing you more, man. I won't spoil for you for Xanus. I already showed you enough for Xanus. Their unique, you guys already know what's about. I showed you everything I wrote down for their unique. But tomorrow, I'm not going to show you what I wrote down for their unique. I'm going to wait till I finish chapter 1. I can show you maybe one more scene, and that's it for their unique. I know you guys are more excited when you see Xanus. Xanus is the better story than their unique. It's a fucking epic fantasy story. Whereas their unique is a more niche, smaller, like romantic story. But it's hardcore drama too. Their unique, obviously, but it's romance, right? Romance is not as interesting as epic fantasy, right? That's my point. Yeah. Almost done, guys. I'll talk for like maybe 50 minutes. That's good enough. I don't feel like talking for an hour, guys. I'll talk for 50 minutes. That's good enough, right? Hopefully, Rabbit uploads Little Nightmares 3 after he finishes Silent Hill and that other game. Robert might maybe play Little Nightmares after that, Nightmares 3 after that. Maybe it's, yeah, hopefully you upload Little Nightmares 3, Rad. Your fans are waiting. We want to see you play Little Nightmares 3, Rad. Yeah, or maybe you won't play this year. I don't know, man. Yeah. That's a scary game. I would never play that game, man. Yeah, Little Nightmares 3 is a scary fucking game. It's scary. Ivan, yeah, it is, man. Especially the mannequins and that mysterious figure, man. That's fucking freaky shit, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. All the monsters in that game are freaky, man. They're fucking freaky, man. It's a scary ass game, that game. Hello Nightmares 3. Oh. Yeah. BJ, what book do you like better? Xanus, Ivan. Yeah, Xanus is a better book, obviously. Yeah, and even though like their unique is romance, I'm a sucker for romance. Xanus is the better story, Ivan. I'm just more drawn to your magical fantasy universe. Yeah, Xanus is the better book than their unique, BJ. But I hope you enjoy their unique. Yeah, Ivan, I love their unique. It's amazing, Ivan. But it's not Xanus, Ivan. Yeah, Xanus is better. It's a better book than their unique, obviously. Yeah. Oh, Ivan, show us Volume 3. No, man, zero. Volume 3, I'm not showing you. Otherwise, I'm going to spoil the story for you guys. You'll see me when you read it. I won't spoil the story for you, some Zero, man. Volume 3, I'm not showing you guys. And I want to spoil the story for you soon when we read it. There you go. I like Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings better. I mean, yeah, guys, I'm talking to you guys. If you do like those books better, I understand. Those are masterpieces too, and art hits everyone different ways. Because one criticism fans will have of my book is less professional. It's a bit more raw when you read it. There's some rawness in it. Whereas these other books, you don't catch the rawness because they have the best. George R. R. Martin and Brand Sizer and J.R. Tolkien had the best editors in the business polish up their manuscript. They have like a little bit of help with the best editors. Ivan did everything himself, so even though Ivan's book is very entertaining, there's a bit of stiffness in some of his writing. There's a bit of rawness in some of his writing, as you guys caught in their unique answers. You caught a bit of rawness in my dialogue, a little bit of it, obviously. That's why some fans might think Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones are better, obviously. And I understand. If you like those books better, I understand. I'm not going to judge you for it. Art hits everyone different ways. I'm being serious, guys. If you like those books better, I'm not going to judge you for it. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Art hits everyone different ways. There you go. Sarah? Yeah. Are you saying your Xanus merch will be more popular than Lord of the Rings merch? Yes, my merchandise will blow all these IPs merch brands out of the water. Like, you know how Nerd of the Rings, he goes to like Statue Con, he goes to all these con places, and they talk about like all the miniatures, all the hot toys and everything. Yeah, and you see him, I'm doing the unboxing for all those merch. Yeah, like something crazy for Xanus. The merch will be very, very popular, man. It'll beat out Lord of the Rings merch, man. The Xanus merch will even beat out the Lord of the Rings merch. As more fans will be crazier Xanus fans than even are Lord of the Rings. Even though J.R.R. Tolkien's a legend, I respect him. He's not the son of God. He's not me. He's not the son of God. I'm more famous and more popular than J.R.R. Tolkien. I'm the son of God. That's why my merch will be so popular. It'll be very, very popular, man. Very popular, yeah. Will you sell the merch before the movie? Yes. But the game I'll be releasing after the movie, most likely, right? I'll be releasing the game probably after the movie. Because if you want to have movie scenes, or I might release the game before the movie. But if I release the game before the movie, I'm not going to put movie scenes in there. But most games based off movies have movie scenes in there. They put movie scenes in there, so you have to make a choice, Ivan. Either you release the game before the movie, but you don't have movie scenes in there, scenes in there. That way, you don't spoil the story for the fans. Or you release it after the movie and you put the movie scenes in your game. It's up to you, Ivan. But yeah, somebody tells me releasing the game before is better. It builds buzz for the movie, the game. But the game is most likely after the movie, guys. Games usually are released after the movies, so the game will be released after the movie. The merch first, then the game. The merch first, then the documentary, then you have the movie, then you have the game. So you have a lot of things to be excited for Xanus, obviously, the Xanus brand, obviously, right? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Ivan, show us more of Xanus. No, guys. I'm not sure anymore. Zero. I don't want to spoil story for you. See what I mean? Read my book. I don't want to spoil story for you guys. I'm sorry. You're putting Xanus on hold right now? Yeah, I am. I want to get there and be done if I write it. So, I have a long way. I'm only on page 6 for Very Unique, man. I have a long ways to go. Yeah. What I showed you guys at Very Unique like a couple months ago, I wrote that in like 2018, man. This is like 7 years ago. Yeah, 7 years ago I wrote that. And 7 years later, I finally started writing Very Unique. I'm only 6 pages in. But if you just dedicate 2 pages a day, Ivan, before you know it, like after 2 months go by, you're now on like chapter 4, chapter 5, chapter 4. I'm on chapter 4 right now. Chapter 4, chapter 5. I'm already like halfway through the book. Because Very Unique will be a good maybe 10, 11 chapters. I'm done. The book. It won't be that long of a book. It'll be maybe a 75, 80,000 word novel. 75,000 word novel. It's like a 300 page book. It's not that long, obviously, compared to Xanus. Xanus is 200,000 words, approximately, right? Yeah. That's why the gays will enjoy Brand Ivan. But zero, that money's for me, VG, it's not for you. You already make enough money in this world. I'm not gonna have you take my money, man. No way. You're just a greedy pig, man. Yeah, man. You're expecting me to let you take my money when you won't even let me touch a dime of your money. You kept me poor for 40 years. Like right now I'm poor, I have no money because the gatekeepers are wicked people, they lock the doors on me. And while you're making your, I don't know, your 80, 100 children every year, and you think I'm gonna let you take my billions on my book, you're crazy. That money's for me, BJ. It belongs to me, BJ. It's not, it doesn't belong to you. And you know it, you're just greedy, man. Yeah, I don't want you controlling your own money in my house, Ivan. Yeah, but the house that this may be your house, but you didn't create it, man. You didn't create this place. Like, so you're not the rightful heir, man. Like, me and Reach are the one who created this place. You did not. You may own the financial system in the world, but you didn't create the earth. You didn't create the universe. You didn't create the animals, the trees, the sun, the moon, the stars. Me and Vijay create all that. Hence, we're the rightful heirs, not you. That's why our parents, God, gave us the keys to the kingdom, because we deserve to be rich and be king, queen. That's why God gave you the keys, Ivan, because He knew the families are empty. Obviously, duh. Yeah, Ivan. If I don't give you the keys, the families are gonna lock their doors. They're never gonna let you make your billions, Ivan. So if you want to make your billions, you need to be able to open and control your money. You have to open your own door. That way, you can't sell to any gatekeeper. I have to give you the gifts, obviously. That way, you can own a brand. And I wrote Xanus, and they're unique props. All right, that brand. Those brands are mine. There you go. Some Sarah. That's why Xanus would be the greatest one you should ever make, guys. You'll see what I mean when you read my masterpiece. That's what Xanus. Anyways, this is the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. This is Iron. I'm signing off. Peace. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Peace out. Don't hate him. Said peace.